Hi guys, so today I have a hair extension review video. Now I haven't done one in a very long time, but today the company's extensions that I'm going to be reviewing are CC hair extensions. I got the human hair extensions in 20 inches, which are 10 pieces and weigh 160 grams. You can kind of see the colour a bit better here. The hair, as you can see, I keep stroking it, is super soft. You get 3 spare clips, which is great. So before I dye these, I just want to quickly show you sort of how thick they are. You can see the carpet underneath, but they are quite a nice thickness. Right now I just want to give you a look at the wefts, and this obviously is after I've dyed it. You can see the colour and the shine on it. It has dyed quite nicely. Now this is the luxury set, so it's 160 grams. We've got an 8-inch piece, which is actually just under 8 inches, 2 6-inch pieces, 3 4-inch pieces, which I think is great, and then these are listed as 4 2-inch pieces. The 2-inch mark is here, and they're really not 2 inches, so I think maybe that just needs to be amended on the website. A couple of weeks ago I was contacted by a lovely lady called Laura who works for CC Hair Extensions, and she offered to send me some hair extensions for free and then review them. The company itself is based in China and ships from China, so you just need to take into account how long it's going to take for the hair to get to your country. It took about a week and a half to 2 weeks to get to the UK. Upon first looking at the website to choose the extensions, they had a great range. They do micro loops, they do tape-ins, they do wefts, and they do the clip-ins, and I'm pretty sure they do a different type, but I can't remember. And they do it in a variety of lengths and thicknesses. Now my first opinion of looking at the website and looking at the extensions is I thought it seemed very similar to eBay hair. Now what I mean by that is when I bought my micro loop extensions, everyone wanted to know the seller, but really it comes from China, and I think it's just sold by a wholesaler, so it's all the same hair regardless of where you get it from, and it did look like that hair. I was expecting it to be a bit lesser quality and to be very thin towards the end. It is Indian hair, which of course is lesser quality. I knew I was going to be dyeing it, and I thought that it might damage it a little bit, so I chose to get 20 inches. Now I always say for people with short hair, do not get 20 inches because you'll have the short hair and then you'll just have, it'll be too thin to sort of blend in. Now the reason I got the 20 inches is because I thought it would be very thin towards the end and I would need to cut it. It would also account for any damage caused by the hair dye. If we look at the sort of the thickness towards the top and we bring it down to the bottom, it does get thinner towards the bottom like all extensions do. It's definitely not as thin as I thought it would be. After I dyed these extensions, although they did take to the dye very well, as I was washing the dye off, the hair broke off and molted a lot. I have never seen hair extensions do that. Luckily I got the thickest set, so it doesn't matter too much, like there's still quite a bit of hair there. But I was actually really quite shocked by that. I know hair extension companies obviously don't want you to dye the hair extensions because it's gonna damage the hair extensions pretty much. In my case, I didn't really have a choice, but I hate to think what had happened if I would have bought a light blonde and then dyed it, because that would have gone through much more processing, but they seem to be fine at the moment. I think overall, I mean, you can see how shiny they are. They've done really quite well to be dyed. It's just the molting, but if I show you the thickness of the wefts, there you go. So you can see through it partially. So first impressions of putting them in. Now the clips are very good. They do hold the hair very well. Now it does feel a little bit wiggy to me. Now if that makes sense, it feels like it looks a little bit like a wig. Now to me that might just be because they are 20 inches. They have sort of come up quite thin when I've put them in. So I've curled one side and backcombed it a little bit and left the one side straight so you can just see the difference. First of all, can I just say I think this hair colour really suits me. Don't you think? It's really quite thin. If I sort of move a little bit, you can see the gap here. It's a lot thinner than I would usually have hair extensions. Maybe 2 sets would be better for shorter hair. On this side, I have to say it curls very, very nicely and very easily. This set is £83.24. I don't know if I would pay that much for these. Maybe if I didn't have to dye them, because they felt a lot better and had a lot more hair in them. The pros are it has good packaging. It comes with extra clips. The clips are very sturdy, very good. It is super soft when you get it. On the website there is lots of different variations and options. Customer service is wonderful. It curls, I'm amazed with how nicely it curls and so easily. Wefts are good, wefts are nice and strong, and there is 10 pieces, which is great, although if you've got shorter hair, maybe consider buying 2 packs. I think that's everything. Oh, and the fact that they dye, so it is actually human hair, which is awesome. For the cons, the only thing that bothers me is the fact that it is a little bit thin for my hair. Again, nothing to do with the company. I didn't like the fact that it broke off so easily once being dyed and washed, and that it molted so much. I had to empty my hairbrush a couple of times. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget links to my Facebook, Tumblr and Twitter are down below, so if you want to come here and follow me, that would be awesome. Apart from that, I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!